Okay, so this was the reason why I took the Euraud, the two buys I took. Okay, so firstly, when I was analyzing, I got to this Euraud, I saw this double bottom here. And you know that double bottom is what is a price action reversal pattern showing you that a trend is about to end and a new one is about to begin. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so and in this price action reversal pattern, there are places we find the right entry. What I mean by there are places we find the right entry. Example is during this double bottom. Yeah, this double bottom. Okay, you know here is our support. Yeah, here's our support. Okay, for me, basically,
Yeah.
for me, it is wrong to enter here. Why I do not enter at this point is that you don't know if the market will reject or break the level. Do you understand this support level? You don't know if it will reject or break. So why when I enter mine is because when I enter mine is after it must have broken this resistance above this resistance here. Because
Yeah.
you don't know if the market might make a lower high here, then break it. So I patiently wait for it to break above this resistance level here. Then at the rate test, I now enter, I now go long, making my stop loss here below, then my TP possibly the previous distance, previous resistance. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So and also if you want to add to your confluence factors also, you can add up you can make use of the Fibonacci retracement tool. The Fibonacci retracement tool, how do we draw the Fibonacci? You draw it from the recent low to the recent high, from the recent low to the recent high. And there are two major resistance levels that I myself normally look out for, and they are 0.05 fib level or 0.618 fib level. I normally love 0.618 fib level. Okay, so that's it. You during the double bottom, you wait for the break of the resistance and the retest. Likewise, during the double top, just like this, double top, just like this, you wait for the break of the support and the retest. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, so basically now this is Euraud, yeah. So this is our support here. This double bottom here. As I said, when I saw
Yeah.
this, I waited for it to reject. I didn't even enter. I waited for it till it broke this my resistance level here. This resistance level here, just like this. I waited for it to break. So, and when it was now retesting, because it went up to another resistance level, this this resistance zone here. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Okay, so it rejected and it now came back and was retesting. It went up. So when it was retesting, that was when I now entered my limit. I entered the buy limit. First of all, what are my confluence factor? Break and retest of resistance. Then secondly, my fib level. I used my fib level on this particular one. I drew it from the recent low, body to body. I used body to body, recent low to the recent high. And if you watch, it rejected 0.5 fib level. Are you seeing it? It rejected
Yes.
0.5 fib level before it spiked up, hitting my first TP, which is this resistance zone here. Then my second TP, which was around there, this second resistance here. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. And also, I went to the daily. Yeah, I used daily. I think I used daily here. Yes. How did I use daily? I used daily in the sense that daily closed with this hammer candle. previous daily closed with a hammer. Are you getting it? Previous daily closed with a hammer.
Yep.
So that's just basically how I took my first Euraud buy. Do you get it? Do you have any question?
Yeah. at this your second resistance zone.
Here.
No, the one before it.
Here.
Yeah, this one.
This one.
You see a yes.
Okay.
You see a long a candle looking like a hammer, the green candle.
This one.
The long, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why did you not take your buy at that point?
Okay. Why I actually had it been I saw it, I would have taken it from here. But the thing didn't hit my entry. I don't know why. I think it was because of spread. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was because of spread, because market was opening. Do you understand? So I as it now got said, that's when I now took my entry.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. It broke the resistance level and retested, rejecting 0.5 fib level. So what are my confluence factors here now? Change of
Okay.
trend, double bottom, 1, break of resistance and retest, 2. Do you understand? Then for my entry,
Yeah.
it's just that I used a buy limit because I was busy, but my buy limit, I think it was this horizontal line, 1.56253. Yeah, but that's by the way. I think had it been I was on the chart, I would have waited for rejection, how I normally do. Do you get? And how I would have taken it was after this hammer now. Look at this hammer. That's when I would have taken this Euraud. After this hammer here, hammer candlestick. Do you see it?
Okay.
Because I told you guys I used 15 minutes time frame for my entry. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other thing confusing you?
No.
Okay. So that's it. This how I took it, and it smashed TP. Yeah, I took it from here. Of course, normally I use 20 pips stop loss. I use 20 pips stop loss. Then my TP was here. My TP was here. Just like this. Then coming to this second buy, this was how I took the second buy. I believe that this is with one breakout. I'll still teach you this Elliott wave. Do you get? There's something we call Elliott wave. With one breakout, with 2 pullback, with 3 biggest run, then with 4 before the final wave with 5. Do you get it?
Okay.
How they normally say it is
Yeah.
with one breakout, with 1 breakout, with 2 pullback, with 3 the biggest run, with 4 pullback, then the final wave. Are you getting it?
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the wave 1 breakout. Third, it made the wave 2 pullback here. That's when I took it. I took the wave 3, the biggest run. It smashed TP. Then why I now took this my second buy was basically my strategy. My strategy is break and retest of a zone. Do you get me? So this was a resistance zone. This was a resistance zone. This right here was a resistance zone. So market broke it. I was waiting for a retest so that after the retest, I will take my second buy. Do you get me?
Yes.
Okay. I even forgot to mention, bro. I even forgot to mention there's another reason why I took that first buy. This trend line. this trend line break and retest. Are you seeing it? Because I told you
Yeah.
this was a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, before it now made a higher high. Do you get it? Breaking the trend line
Yeah.
and retesting the trend line, and also this resistance here, level here. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So for my second entry, I had my trend line here because obviously it was now a new trend, higher high, higher low, higher high. So I made out my trend line here. I used week to week. It was right. Say I used week to week. I used week to week. Okay. So after it broke this my resistance here, it came back and made the retest. And during the retest, now let me now tell you my confluence factors for this second buy. First one is break and retest of a resistance zone. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Break of a resistance zone and retest. Then my second confluence factor is I used my fib level. I used my fib level. Remember, how to use this fib level is recent low for uptrends though, recent low to the recent high, to the recent high. Do you see it? And when I placed it like this, recent low to the recent line high, I noticed that market rejected this 0.618 fib. It rejected my 0.618 fib. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then secondly is third trend line touch. Remember, it is called a trend line when it makes a third line touch. Like when it makes a third touch. Do you get me? This was the first touch, second touch, then third touch. It now rejected. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. It made a third line, third trend line touch. Then what was my last this thing? My last confluence factor. Okay, I think that's all. I just used this trend line, break and retest of the resistance, and that was it. Now it's matched my first TP here. I called it on the free group. It's matched my first TP here, which is what's it called? 30 pips, yeah. 30 pips. And when it went that 30 pips, I moved my stop loss to break even. Now, after hitting this resistance here, it started selling. Broke the trend line. Do you understand? Now,
Yeah.
when I was now journaling, I noticed why it made that. I noticed that it again started the downtrend in the sense that, remember what I told you. Look at this. This just is sort of repeated itself. Double bottom. Here is double top. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Yeah, here is double top. And remember what I told you, you just don't take it immediately from here. You wait for the break and retest. Break of support, and this is the support. This is the support. I noticed this when I was journaling. Wait, let me take all this out. Coming. Let me explain to you now why this Euraud should. Okay. So that's the same thing that happened there. Double bottom, break, retest, started buying. Now here, double top, break, retest, started selling. That's just it. Do you understand?
Yes.
When I was journaling, that's when I spotted it. It just made double top here, reached that's my entry. Just went to retest. It was actually a retest. It was actually a retest, not even it's not going to go that is not going to go far. It's just retesting as in a new trend. So that's just it. He just broke the support and retested and started selling. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me check if it rejected any fib level, recent high. When using fib for downtrend, you start from recent high to recent low. So recent high
Recent low.
to recent low. Yes. As you can see, bro, it rejected 0.618 fib perfectly. Just immediately it touched it, it rejected it and started selling. Do you understand? So I put that down in my journal. I
Yeah.
spotted that mistake of mine. Although I didn't lose though. I made my 30 pips and the other one hit break even. But did mean I noticed this, I would have booked all my partial, all my profits. You understand? So that's it.
Yeah.
That's just the reason for the sale. That's what I noticed. That's why it didn't go far. I did mean it broke this level now. So it have smashed the second TP. So any question, bro?
Yeah. So how do you identify that a new trend is about to come? A new trend is about to happen.
Okay. I'll still teach you that all these things they are what we call price action. Like I've told you, price action, reversal pattern, price action, continuation pattern. They are those things you spot, you know if the trend is still going to continue or the trend has come to an end. That means a new trend is about to begin. Do you understand?